Hey there, so this will be a bit of a personal video and a slightly sad one at that, because both of my track cars are no more. I'll get to why in just a moment. As some of you might know and somewhat alluded to in some of my videos, I'm in the middle of moving my family from Germany to the Bay Area in California, and uh, yeah, it's a big operation, and also why I haven't been able to make a lot of videos in the last month. Um, so through the process of moving my family from Germany to California, obviously I had to either sell my cars or ship them over to the US. Unfortunately, um, I didn't feel like it was really realistic to ship and register my cars over in California because one is a 335 diesel, the one you see on the screen, which has been modified to hell. And the other one is a was a E46 M3 Compact, which doesn't exist. So it was an E46, I guess 316 Ti that was fully converted to M3 by the previous owner. And yeah, that car was lovingly equipped with many very nice mods, like a Drexler differential. Um, but yeah, the E46 Compact was not a car which existed, or was not a car which was imported to the US, and it definitely didn't exist in M3 form. So, as mentioned, yeah, two very heavily modified cars. I didn't really think it was feasible to ship them over and register them in the US, even though shipping cars over was part of my relocation package. So long story short, I decided to sell them. So the E91, I sold, and as far as I know, is actually living happily ever after, in a way. So yeah, as you can see, when I still had it, I kept bumblebee colored wrap from the previous owner. I thought the car really stood out like that. I liked it, but the buyer didn't really like it, so he removed the wrap. Whoops, didn't want to show that yet. Yeah, so he took a heat gun and yeah, took the wrap off. He was very happy with the fact that the quality of the paint underneath was immaculate. So yeah, the E91 330D lives on in the hands of Julio. So yeah, shout out to Julio. Thanks for buying my car and taking good care of it. At the time, I really didn't want to. So the when I sold the car, it didn't. I didn't have time to take it through techno inspection because I was over in the US. My wife was very busy; no one had time. As a result, I sold the car with my number plates. So the funny thing with Germany is that, for example, unlike, let's say, Belgium, where when you're selling your car, you can the buyer can come with his number plates from his car. He just need to, or he or she just need to call their insurance, say, hey, insurance company, I'm gonna go look at a car, gonna pick it up, potentially pick it up. Here's the vehicle chassis number, and then the buyer would be insured under their plates from picking up the car to their home. Unfortunately, in Germany, there is no such system. What like what you're maybe typically supposed to do is come to an agreement, go to the DMV, and do everything there. So it's like you go to the DMV, you register your car, give the paperwork to the other person registers the car at the DMV, and then in the parking lot of the DMV they put their new number plate onto the car and drive off. As you can imagine, this means that if you want to come to an agreement on a weekend, or when people might actually have time to look at cars, or if someone just want to drive away after seeing the car, it's that doesn't work. So what sometimes people do is that the buyer drives off with your number plates, and promises to deregister the car, say within 1 week. The problem is that while the car is still on your number plates, or you've sold it, it might still be so it's still kind of covered with you owning the insurance, and therefore if the buyer gets a speeding ticket, the speeding ticket gets sent to you, or if they God forbid hit someone, then your insurance is liable. So this is a very strange system, and something which I don't really understand, like Germany being such a car friendly country, why the process of buying and selling cars needs to be so difficult. So yeah, that's how I sold this car. Julio drove off, and within a week or 2 weeks he deregistered the car. Everything went well. Foreboding slightly. So did the same with the M3 Compact, but was not as lucky. The buyer, about 20 minutes after, crashed the car, supposedly lost control at an on-ramp about 20 minutes after leaving my house with the car. Yeah, totally destroyed the car, which it just broke my heart, because one, I totally feel for the buyer. Putting myself in his shoes, this is absolutely horrendous. Like you just paid out 17,500 euros to buy this car, and then before you're even home, you've wrecked it. So feel totally horrible for the buyer. I cannot believe, I cannot imagine how bad he feels. On the other side, I'm also incredibly sad for the car itself. It's kind of a weird thing to say, but I got quite emotionally attached to the car. It's maybe weird, but it's like after going through like a growth process together, really improving my driving skills in this car, I had I guess you form kind of an emotional bond with an inanimate object. I was super sad that the buyer crashed the car so soon. There's a bunch of legal issues to sort out now with the insurance, but that's life. Shit happens. With hindsight, I should have just, I don't know, transported the car over or put it in storage, whatever. I don't know. The easy thing to say is just shouldn't have sold the number plates and insisted that they come with a trailer. But lesson learned. So on to slightly happier thoughts. I know it's been a long video, so I'll just show some happier memories. Scotland. And yeah, let me see. My favorite memory from the M3 Compact is probably this. So end of the track day. This is double left. Fifth gear.
Awesome.
'Happier times. So yeah, I'll try to make some videos of my progression in these two cars in the as the next videos.